What is up, math superstars? In this edition of Mr. Peterson Presents, we're going to be talking about 4 different types of transformations. We're talking about translations. We're talking about reflections. We're talking about dilations. And last but not least, we're talking about rotations. And so this is going to be broken up into 4 separate videos, each of which can be found at Math Superstars. So here we go. Our first one we're going to talk about is translation. So in translation, the fill in the blank is that we are sliding the figure. And so here's to get an idea about it. So if we're going to translate this object up about 5 units, we're going to go into the up direction. In the 5 units, say if we started as head, if we go up 5, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we did this translation properly, he's going up about 5 units. So let's get the idea if we translate the object down about 4 units. So if we started, let's see, at this edge right here, go down 1, 2, 3, 4. If we're going down about 4 units, the sun will stop right about there. Once we're going to the right about 8 units. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're going to the right about 8 units. So you can see the whole object moved 8 units. And if we go to the left about 6 units, say if I use that edge right there on the lightning bolt and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I go to the left about 6 units, you can just see that all we're doing is we're sliding the image. So now let's get specific here with our rectangle. So we have a rectangle A, B, C, and D. So if we're going to translate the object, what this means, if I'm going to translate the object -4 and then 3, what that means is I'm going to translate the object to the left 4 units. So I need to move this rectangle to the left 4 units. And then I need to move it up 3 units. So here's the way this math is going to work out. So you can see here that you have your original coordinates. And then here's the change right here. So if I'm going to move it, the A and the B, so the A is the horizontal change, the B is the vertical change. And so if we did point A is -2, 1, what I'm doing is I'm doing -2 plus the -4, and then I'm doing, so that's going to take care of their left and right units. And then if I'm going up 3, I'm taking the Y unit and I'm adding 3 to it. So the way this looks then is I have -6, 4 is going to be my new point for letter A, and we label that with the apostrophe. So we actually can call this A prime, which is our new A coordinate in our rectangle. And we can keep doing the same. So if we do it for point B is 3, 1, what this is going to do is we're going to do 3 plus -4. And then we're going to do our Y coordinate is 1 plus 3. And that gives us new coordinates, our B prime. So which means that our new B coordinates are going to be -1 and +4. And so now it gives you some little math work to do here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and figure this out. So now let's actually go ahead and fill in the specifics. So our original vertex for point A, so this point was -2 and +1. The math work that we're going to show, we have -2, and remember we're moving it -4 units to the left. And then our second point is going to be 1, and we need to move it 3 units up. That gives us A prime, remember, is going to be -6 and +4. So if we go ahead and do point B is going to be 3, 1 is our original. And let's go ahead and do some math work here. So we have 3 plus -4, and then 1 plus 3. So that gives us b prime is going to be -1 and then +4. And let's go ahead and do point C here. Point C is +3, and then we have -3 is our original vertex. The math work is going to be 3 plus -4, and then y is going to be -3 plus 3. So that gives us C prime is going to be -1, 0. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and do the vertex for point D. So we have -2, -3. Do some math work here. So we have -2 plus -4. So it gives us our new x. Our new y is going to be -3 plus 3. So we had -2 plus -4 is -6. And our y point will be 0. So we did some math work. So now after we did this awesome math work, let's go ahead and translate this object. So what we're going to do, you can see the animation is going to be moving our new rectangle here. And so I'm going to go ahead and draw the old one in. So drawing our old one in. But let's go ahead and label our new rectangle. So our new rectangle, so our new points. So we had -6, +4 was A prime. And then we have, let's go ahead and label them right, B prime, C prime, and D prime. And so in TradeZone, you see that we moved the rectangle 4 units to the left and then 3 units up to get our new rectangle.